everything works well. I am streaming this on both YouTube and Twitch. And then also recording it for my Let's Play series. So if you hear me referring to someone in the chat, it is because of that. All right, everything seems to be running. Let's see if we can.
This path leads to the beach. I don't know how, but if it's true, then I'll wait. Good luck.
All right, so he doesn't want to tell me anything more. Fair enough. Let's continue on our way. All right, and we finally have our bow and arrow, so we can start with doing a bunch of sneak attacks. Okay, that I would think that would hit. There we go. Yeah, and headshots in this game are just so overpowered. It is quite crazy, actually. Compared to all of the other attacks you can do, the sneak attacks with bow and arrow are way more powerful. I wish you could actually crit with your spells. Maybe you can, but at least in the what I tried, it didn't seem like you can crit with your spells. Which is very unfortunate because, yeah, like critting with your spells, especially from sneak attacks, or like, yeah, just critting from a sneak attack, deals so much more damage compared to your normal attacks. Right, let's take this. Let's see, nothing more here. And I think we first have to go here. All right. So, just like in the Elder Scrolls series, you level up your skills here just by using them. Alright, and then we go with another enemy. I think we can get a good sneak attack on him. Yeah, and there we go. 2 arrows just basically immediately drop that person. Which, if you would want to do it with your spells or single-handed weapon, that's going to take quite a lot of attacks. So, if you're struggling in this game, I definitely recommend just picking up the bow and arrow. And there we go. Transported to this realm, which I think looks absolutely amazing. And this was the first time when I looked at the game and I was just like, okay, this one is cool. And it's really when I kind of fell in love with their art style. You know, you look at those creepy small creatures and all the sculptures, and you know, you really feel that whoever did the art direction in here really knew what they're doing.
Long time for someone to find me. Are you here to help me leave this place?
Sure. So you're a prisoner.
I might be. I do not know. Was I sent here for a reason? Did I end up here by accident? Like you?
What are you?
I wish I could answer. I cannot remember. I know I am not complete. I remember I once knew who I was at some point, but I do not anymore. I just am.
Okay, so what is this place?
I do not know. I think it is some kind of prison deep in the weirdness.
All right, and why are you here?
Why are you here?
I've been transported here by a morbid
A
statue.
man here. That would explain the weirdness surrounding us.
So why do you want to leave?
I've been here for what seems like an eternity. I feel I am getting restless. You are looking for a way out yourself. I think we might be able to help one another with that. I shall do something now. But trust me, the discomfort will be worth the outcome.
All right, that seems a bit scary. So what did he do? Well, I do know that he gave me a power to slow down time, but that is not explained at first. Alright, so this is our still a tutorial level. We do a bit of a pairing. Shit. And yeah, I do suck at action RPGs. Alright, alright, alright. Hopefully, with slowing down time. Oh shit, okay. This is not going great. Come on, where's our time slowdown? There we go. Alright, there we go. Alright, it wasn't as easy as I would like it to
I'm
be.
sorry I did not ask for your permission to do that, but I hope
So what did you do?
I found a bit of emptiness within your heart. A place where I could dwell for a while.
So what are
It
you?
seems that I am a piece of a shattered soul, judging by my abilities. I used to belong to what your kind would call a four-dweller.
What do you want from me?
I have already told you, I need your help to leave this place. And when we are out of here, I will need your help finding the rest of me to make me whole again. I feel I am but a shadow of what I once was.
How am I supposed to find the rest of you?
Look for what is left of me whenever you step into the weirdness. I know your kind tends to avoid it, but you do not have to be afraid. I will be your shield against the darkness.
I mean, I'm not sure I trust him, but sure. And what after we
I will
leave?
try to help as much as I can, but I need you to hold up your end of the bargain.
I never said yes.
Forgive me. I am not giving you a choice.
Okay.
But I still promise the reward. Having me as your companion on this island will be worth more than any illusion of free will you may have wished to choose.
Alright. I do like free will, so sure. Alright, so now when we actually press this, it stays. So before, whenever we would interact with those weird roots, they actually disappeared after a little bit. but now we have a power to maintain them. And I do love this art style. I mean, come on, look at this. It's this kind of like weird mix between alien and Celtic mythology. I think it looks incredibly cool. And as well here, like just look at the art style. It is pretty sick. Again, I'm going to say whoever did the art direction for this game did a pretty fucking amazing job. And, you know, there will be a lot of comparisons between this and the Elder Scrolls series. But I think where they really differentiate themselves is with the kind of world they're building. Okay, we created the Titans, for we need their work. We are the piece of the working Titans, for without them, we would not have power within our walls. Away from Tuatan, only the power of what is underground allows us to reach the weirdness does not. Where the weirdness does not, sorry. Even when we leave, the Titans will not stop working. It is how they were created. With their power, one day we will manage to learn what lies beyond the sea. Right, so I think the Titans were the guys that were spinning the wheel. Let's see what we have here. We must abandon the vision, because what is beyond the sea came to us, and we do not want it. We must leave to defend ourselves. They are coming. The Titans will stay. So it seems like at first they kind of really wanted to explore whatever it is beyond the sea. Okay, so our loadout got switched. But after they actually managed to see what is beyond the sea, they're like, nah, fuck that shit. Alright, so we have this guy that's just standing there. There we go. A nice bow and an arrow that deals so much more damage. Than any normal one-handed attacks you can take. What we are running actually quite low on arrows, so I think we should actually try to maybe stick a little bit more to one-handed weaponry for a bit before we actually manage to maybe craft some of the arrows. I know that you get the ability to do potions and cooking quite early on, but I actually haven't seen anything that allows you to craft arrows. So that may be the only kind of limitation that you get with a bone and arrow build. But, you know, you can probably get around with this. Alright, nothing really here that is of any interest. But we do have only 3 arrows. So I think for now, let's try to stick to our one-handed weaponry. Unless we encounter some harder enemy. And in this game, you have just so much content that's hidden away. So you really get a lot by trying to explore as much as you can. Because there is stuff basically, well, everywhere. You find random corpses like this one laying somewhere, and you know, you can actually find quite a bit of loot. Same if you dive, you will see lakes where if you would dive, you will actually find quite a bit of loot. So honestly, you kind of want to explore as much as possible, and I think like that's one thing that this game at least so far, seems to be doing really well is stimulating the kind of exploration factor. And I mean, to be fair, the Elder Scrolls was doing this part really well as well. But I think as well, you know, in this game, combat, for example, feels quite a lot more rewarding than it does for the Elder Scrolls series. With the kind of slowing down time, the combos that you're getting, it is honestly quite a lot more that you would get in the Elder Scrolls series. There is a lot of stuff that are just, you know, in the ground, and you need a shovel for it. And in my first playthrough, I kind of didn't really know where to find the shovel, but then I managed to find one, and now I know where it is. So we can actually get all the treasures. It is not here, though, but I actually have never explored this shipwreck. And to be honest, it seems like a place where maybe we can find some good loot. There we go. Nothing really that interesting, but, you know, it's still better than nothing. Okay, I guess we cannot really go through here. But yeah, like I said, in this game, like you really want to explore. You kind of want to check out every possible place you can lay your eyes on. Because if you can see something that looks like loot, it probably is loot. And that's like a really cool thing that so far I've been really enjoying about this game. Is that, you know, exploration feels very rewarding. There is a lot of things everywhere. And, you know, this game is still in the early access, but I would say that for it being an indie studio in the early access, the amount of content you have here is quite incredible. Get some cabbage rolls going. Flame raisin. We get to coat our weapon on fire. That is pretty cool. Actually, that's something that I haven't picked up in my first playthrough of this game. That being said, you know, I haven't really gotten that far in. I think I did like few hours, basically, of the game. What can we find here? Okay, some equipment. And I think, yeah, here we go. Back to the starting point. But I think here we have more loot. Every diary. Let's read it. Again, just because I've read this one before, I am not going to really read one. Especially that it's not really that important, this one. But feel free to pause and read. And I will read out all of the books, or at least the kind of ones that are more quest related in the future. Or once I reach a point that I haven't explored myself before. Right, so we have more loot, and then we have to first talk with these guys, and then we can actually get a shovel.
There he is. Now that we're all here, meet your new comrades, Conquer and Syria. Get some rest, people, and prepare for the journey. We're leaving at dusk.
Not so fast, brother. I'm not getting near a goddamn boat unless I know where I'm going.
Away from here, brother. Isn't that enough?
You wish. But since we're all here and we have some time to kill, it would be nice if you finally explained what the hell's going on. You've helped us leave our cages, great. But even though we're grateful, you owe us an explanation. What do you want from us?
To show some damn gratitude for one thing.
Caradoc, we weren't born yesterday. No one would risk getting into trouble with the priests for nothing. Why did you save us?
I need you to kill King Arthur.
You're insane. He's insane.
The King Arthur that has already been dead for 600 years, King Arthur.
Precisely.
But he's dead.
You probably wouldn't have heard about it among the tribe's little Pict, but every single time things go down the shitter on this island, a bunch of cowards in Camelot bring our once and future king back from the dead. It's happened before. It will happen again. And soon.
What a load of... fine. Have it your way. Let's say I believe you.
You can't be serious.
He believes that. There's no point in arguing with a madman. But that still doesn't explain why you saved us, Caradoc.
I wish I knew why I was ordered to save you three specifically. Personally, I don't see the appeal. But I don't question my orders, and if you get on my boat, you won't question mine. Understood? Now get some rest. The tide's not right just yet, but it will break and start working in our favor by dusk.
Fine. But where are we going, exactly?
To the Horns of the South.
Nice. A bunch of glorified fishermen who hate my people. Why would we stop there?
Do they teach you, Del Rita, anything? To take the Excalibur, obviously.
Obviously.
He's truly insane.
You'll see for yourselves soon enough. Now pin these emblems to your clothes. They will grant you free passage to the Horns. And get some sleep. You all look like you're about to keel over, and we have a long journey ahead of us.
All right, so we are tasked with killing King Arthur because why not? Apparently, he's undead that's being raised by the Camelot. Okay, so now we can level up, but let's first talk with some of the people. Okay, I haven't actually seen that before. She seems to know some magic.
I have a bad feeling about all this. I wish there was some other way of getting off this cursed island.
So, we could try to find another way.
We could. But what if we get caught again? Gods only know what they'd do to me now. The bastards were already getting bored sawing off my horns and watching them grow back. Besides, look around. Nothing here but rocks and maniacs in red. I'm afraid Caradoc's boat is our only option.
Fair. So you don't trust
I
Caradoc.
trust he won't kill us until he gets what he wants. But what he wants is, well, you heard him. It's pure insanity. So we're in the hands of either a madman or a liar. And I'm not sure which one is worse.
Fair. Do you not believe what he said about King Arthur?
You're not serious, are you? Are you really asking me if I believe that some shadowy people in Camelot resurrect King Arthur whenever they need him, and then fling him back into his tomb when they don't? Trust me, no matter what Caradoc claims, weirdness cannot bring back the dead. The only thing it can bring is misery.
All right. Well, he's alone. There's three of us.
Yes. He's also awfully confident for someone so outnumbered. There is a strange aura about him. I can't put my finger on it. But I'll be honest with you. Right now I couldn't overpower a kitten, much less an armed mercenary. I'm not sure we can count on Conquer either. He looks tough, but... well, the priests were sure happy to have him. Still, If push comes to shove, we might be left with no choice.
So he did save us, though.
Because someone ordered him to. That's what worries me the most. Think about it. He helped us escape, and nobody even tried to stop him. He just came and went as he pleased. His employers must be some powerful people, and when powerful people take an interest in you, it never ends well.
Fair, but also, I think he did try to be stopped, but he fucking, murdered everyone on his way. So how did you end up here?
Same as you, I guess. Wrong time, wrong place. The village I was passing through got raided by the Red Shields. Someone must have really hated their neighbor, if you know what I mean. They snatched
I
me
do.
too. Said that since I was an outsider, I was most likely the one who bought the plague. Scum.
Alright, let's try to use our persuade. Come on, you can trust me. It's not like I can tell anyone I made a Pictish woman while escaping the island silent.
You better remember that I can push you off the boat, and I will if you don't learn to mind your own business.
Fair? So, about the horns on your head.
What about them?
Let's try to lie. You see, Conquer fascinated by them, but doesn't know how to ask. He's rather shy.
I feel like I should be offended, but that's the first thing that's made me laugh in weeks, or months even. So I guess I should thank you instead. There's not much I can say, really. I don't like the horns. They're heavy, but I have to learn to live with them. I can't just saw them off, because I already know that they'll grow back again. I only hope nobody will sell me to a circus. I've seen my share of mutations caused by weirdness, both in people who got caught in the fog and those who stepped into it of their own volition. Some came out with a tail, some ended up turned inside out. So I know for a fact that it could have been worse, much worse. In the end, they're just horns, and my lungs are still in my ribcage.
Alright, I'll get some
It
rest.
might be for the best. Something tells me we'll all need our strength.
Alright, let's talk with this guy. Conquer, hello?
You alright there, pup? Ready to kill a king?
So you believe Kardok?
Ha! No, but I've met other men like him. It's best not to argue with him. And if he keeps his word and gets us off this blasted island, I'll even help him get his fancy sword. I don't mind beating up some lightkeepers either. Pack of self-righteous pricks, annoying as hell.
Fair. So why did the keepers ever do to you?
Ha! Like they could do anything to me. Bunch of wet rags. You'll meet them, you'll see. They go on about duty and honor and protecting the South. Yeah, right. They can't even protect their own arses, so they just sit on them inside the walls. Miserable gobshites. Just thinking about them makes me want to hurl.
So I thought you would be more worried.
Ha! What's there to worry about? If that shifty old bastard tries anything, I'll send him to meet his dead king in the afterlife. Maybe that'll straighten him out.
Right, so how did the priest manage to catch you?
Great bloody difficulty, that's how. What's it to you, anyway? You think you can try your luck now? I wouldn't count on it.
Let's try to persuade him. Come on, it must have been a legendary battle. He must have taken out at least a dozen of them.
A dozen? Ha! They wish. Those bastards laid a trap, hoping it'd be easy pickings. They ended up needing damn near a full army to take me down. Spineless pricks. They make my blood boil. I swear to you, one day I'll come back to this place, slaughter them all, and then burn it to the ground.
You don't look like someone who would easily fall into a trap.
There was maid, there were women, one thing led to another, and I woke up with my pants down, surrounded by gobshites in the red. I was fighting with my bare ass hanging out. and I still managed to kill a dozen of them. Useless nobs. Must have added something to the mead.
Do you need any help with your wounds?
Hell no. I ain't letting anyone touch me unless I'm in a brothel. Ah, shite. Just remembered they don't have any of those in the horns. And I thought this day couldn't get any worse. Anyway, worry about yourself. Or the lass with the horns. I'll live.
So can you tell me about Dalriata?
Which tribe do you want to know about? Volker, Svein, Dude? You'll find as many of them as fleas on a mutt. And the only thing we all agree on is that Camelot needs to be put in its place. It's about time we reminded them why they wanted us to come here.
Why do your people hate Camelot so much?
We came to this blasted island as one people. But Camelot forgot that the moment they stopped needing us for their wars. They think their shit doesn't smell, and that we're just a bunch of stupid savages that'd happily get killed for a bag of coins and a pretty promise. Bunch of smug pricks.
I'll see you on the
That
boat.
you will, Bob. That you will.
I think it's a good time to stop. Thank you so much for joining, and let's see you in the next episode.